Hello friends, this is Candy with the Candy Foot Club, and I have a lot of potatoes that need to be used up, so I will be canning up potatoes today. Okay, I have my Pampered Chef Pivot peeler, and I'm just going to start peeling these potatoes and prepping them to can and get some potatoes on my pantry shelf. Do you guys can potatoes? Let me know in the chat. It's super easy, and it's a great way to use up potatoes that need to be used before they go bad, and it's also a really fast way to start stocking your pantry. I can all year long, so whenever I find a deal or I have things in my freezer or in my pantry that need to be used up, like these potatoes, then I don't want to have them go bad, so I'm just going to peel them, cut them up, rinse them, and put them into the pressure canner. So when you use your potato peeler, do you pull it towards you or do you go away from you? I know all of the safety people are going to say to go, to get it away from you, but I do tend to pull it towards me, I think, more than the other way. Let me know in the comments which way you do yours. So next I'm just cutting up the potatoes. You can cut them into any size chunks that you prefer. If they get too small, they're just going to get mushy, so this is about right for me. And then I'm going to drop them into a bowl of warm water and let some of the starch get out of them, so my canned potatoes won't be as starchy. So I put the potatoes into this bowl of warm water. You can see how milky it's looking, so the starch is coming out of it, and then I take it and put it into another bowl of water, and you can see how much more clear this is. So next I'm just going to take my quart jars. Sometimes I do pints. Today I'm doing quarts, and I'm just going to loosely pack this. And so doesn't that look pretty? And then I'm going to take a teaspoon of my Himalayan pink sea salt. You can use any salt that you want as long as it doesn't have iodine in it. Okay. Next I'm just going to fill them up with water, and I'm going to leave about a 1/2 inch headspace, which means it's going to come right down to this rim right here. I want to make sure that all of the produce is submerged in the water. And then I'm just going to debubble it. And I know everybody says not to use a steel knife, that you should use a wooden bamboo stick or whatever, but I am always careful. Just don't want to damage your jars. So now I have incorporated Sarah into helping do the potatoes. Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
So we have 7 quarts of potatoes. The rims have been cleaned, the lids have been put on, and the rings have been put on just finger tight. We don't want to crank them down. When you debubble, a lot of times you will end up having to add a little bit more water to get it back up to that line, and that is fine. And now we put them into the canner. So now they're in my All-American canner, and let's get canning them up. So the potatoes were canned at 10 pounds of pressure for 40 minutes, and here they are. Don't they look great? I'll set those out on the counter and let them rest for the next 24 hours, and then I will take off the rims and wash the jars and label them, and onto the pantry shelf they go. This is Candy with the Candy Foot Club.